make money, fuck bitches, make money, fuck bitches, make money.
Guys,
fuck
performance
bitches,
anxiety,
make
I'm
money.
fucked.
Fucking bitches fast. Everybody gotta last. Got 14 pounds of grass
1,
in the
2,
gas. Everybody looking at me like I'm the king, but I look at them and just say, check out the bling.
No way.
Aaron's on the mic, Baz is at the beats. Everybody's looking around the dangerous streets. Fucking bitches, real fast, real slow. Everybody knows that's the way we go.
Did you actually just come up with all that? 'Cause that may be the best freestyle out of this group. That was
Fuck
fun.
bitches
solid.
make money is from a Biggie song.
Okay, but that part, everything past that? Oh, that whole part.
That was
No.
solid.
The part past the fuck bitches make money was me thinking on the
Holy
spot.
shit, that's
Bro.
crazy.
Bro,
Like,
how many times I gotta tell you I got bars?
No.
He got
I
beat.
hear you guys do your fucking freestyling. James, you're usually the best. But that was unlike anything
Yo,
I've
my
ever heard.
ego's high right now,
Yeah,
dog. Should I start a label?
When you
Honestly.
rehear this, it's going to be fucked. Like,
I'm keen, bro.
Bro.
I am shocked. Well done.
Jeez.
Have you been practicing?
No. I wish I had.
No.
He has been, eh?
He's
been in his room.
Looks in the mirror. You got this today. I'm going to show Aaron and Basil how good I am.
I've just been watching Juice WRLD. Like, how can I use this?
I
Let me learn
still
the
see my
techniques.
shadows in my room.
Is that Juice WRLD?
Yeah.
What?
It's the most
thought that was-
famous song he's got.
I thought that was a white guy.
No. He sounds
he
like
sounds
Post
like a white
Malone.
guy, yeah.
He sounds a lot like Post
He
Malone.
honestly sounds like a white guy who'd cut himself at night. You know what I mean?
I
Like
know,
he's
that's-
mad emo, bro.
That's why I love Juice WRLD.
Was
That's
that
up my vibes?
Was that him like trying to be ironic?
What do you
Or
mean?
Like putting on that voice?
That was his voice.
No way.
Do you reckon he just watched The Conjuring and that's why he said, "I still see you in the shadows in my room"? Because he's like fucking terrified. You know, he's got the blankets up to his fucking chin. And he's like looking around.
He's
Yeah.
sitting there shitting himself.
Literally.
It's dark, dude. It's a dark song.
When was the last time you
About it.
shit yourself?
Thailand.
You shit yourself?
what?
Oh yeah, I don't think I
What
ever told
the
you.
fuck?
Yeah, no. When I had food poisoning, so you went in the room or something. I went to do like a sneaky fart. A little bit came out. So
Oh,
I
shot.
went-
Real.
Yeah,
shot.
What color
Shot.
underwear?
I can't remember. It was
Bro,
probably black. I only have black underwear. Really.
Imagine with a
Fuck,
white.
good move.
Imagine with
Yeah.
some tidy whities.
Have you not done a shot in a white undies?
I don't think so.
I don't
Bro,
own
come
I
on.
want white undies.
Not. I would remember it surely.
Bro, okay, so this is from a while ago. This must be like about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I took a shot and it was like a solid fucking. It was like a fistful.
It wasn't a shot. It was full
When he
of
said he was
diarrhea.
when he said he did a shot, he was sat there like a fucking kid who's trying to shit himself.
This is the thing. I was doing gardening outside. This was back when I lived back in Taramara.
Oh shit.
So this would
Real?
have been like
The other day?
Holy shit! Yeah, this must have been a long time ago. I know, but it was right at the end of it. Like I was old enough to know how to hold in my shit.
Yeah,
But it was such a hot day. It was like 40s or something like that. Like a really, really hot day. And I was just like, I'm gonna do a quick fart on the way back home. Next minute, it was like at least the size of my fist. Like that much.
No way.
That much, bro.
Bro, that's not a shot. That's shitting
You just
yourself.
shit yourself, brother.
I was a solid one, man. And I ran to the bathroom and fucking like did a hand wash in the sink, and then just put a pair of underwear. And my mum noticed that my underwear was out, and she was just like, "Why is just your underwear out?" And I just came clean. And I was like, "I shut
That's
myself on the
so
way
funny.
back."
I would be like, Mom, I just fapped.
I would have said I had a wet dream and made everyone feel uncomfortable
What?
rather than saying I shit my pants.
As a grown ass fucking 17-year-old, I shat myself.
Oh my god, that's
Mom, I
amazing.
need help wiping.
Oh, when was the last time you shit yourself?
I'm gonna give a context, but we need to bleep it out or cut it out. So I'll just say it now.
Yep.
I was on stream.
Oh,
Anyway,
I remember this.
I was
I've got a
playing
clip
a
of it.
game and I went out to do a cheeky fart and all of a sudden I shit myself and it's so funny because the one person who saw it must have been like, what the fuck, he's just playing a game, and then he just suddenly says, oh shit, and legs it to the bathroom for 10 minutes and I didn't stop it or anything like that, so it's just continuously going. You know
Oh
what I
my
mean?
god, that's amazing. I wish someone like clipped to that.
Oh bro, it'd be hilarious.
That
I
would
think
be so
I
good.
have a clip of it.
Really?
Because you said it.
Oh, it was in the
chat.
wank bank, eh?
You said it in the chat, and then I went on the stream and watched the replay. And I
No
got
way.
a clip of it. Yeah.
Bro, if you can find it, that'd be so funny.
I'd love to see James's reaction where his eyes just open like an owl. Oh no.
I don't think he had that reaction. I think he was very calm about it. I think he was just like, all right, gotta go to the bathroom, guys.
I think I came back with a, well, boys, I don't know if I acknowledged it or not. Ah, bro, you got to see if you find this. Oh, that would be so.
I would love to see it.
Do you have video replays on, like VODs?
I mean, not intentionally, but maybe.
You have
know
to
what I
turn
mean?
it on.
Oh, okay, then probably not.
Bro, you got to turn it on Twitch. Are we going to give a cheeky shout out to...
Nah,
No?
I'm chilling.
But then the views will soar.
Yeah, bro.
Everyone wants to see
The thing
you
is, I don't
yourself.
have Foxtel, so it's not really, it's not a good deal for me.
The thing is, I think he just doesn't give a fuck.
Boys, I want to bring up something, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
in boxing, in MMA, in all fighting sports, there's this whole idea of like pound for pound, which is if you have someone who weighs 60 kilos or like 125 pounds, they're not going to be able to beat someone who's 300 kilos because there's just too much of a size difference there, right? But they have pound for pound debate, which essentially means like if you compare their skill level at their size, this guy is better than this guy, even though the heavyweight will always beat the flyweight.
Sure.
People then in the top 10 list, they have like Floyd Mayweather as the pound for pound number one, but he's fucking 5'8", weighs 65 kilos. You guys aren't really fight fans. Aaron's a bit more than Baz, but like, do you think that should be should you be able to be called the greatest of all time if you'd lose to half the division?
There's no way. I completely back you.
I see what you mean.
I
thought you were going to go in a different direction. I thought you were going to be like, should we do this on planes?
What?
A pound for pound system.
You pay per kilo.
That's a good idea.
But should you also pay per inch as well? Because someone who's really tall, it's annoying when you're trying to fucking lean back and the dickhead's got his knees out.
When you
I
said
thought you were about to say like in China Airway, it's a bit more expensive. Or
Well, surely it's a lot cheaper, yeah? Oh, it's expensive for us, yeah.
We're flying Nigeria Airway, boys. We'll get the best deal.
We're getting the cheapest shit available.
We'll get the best deal.
You do not have 9 inches. Why are you gay?
I get what you're saying. It's like, what if you have like the fastest hatchback car?
Yeah.
You wouldn't call that the fastest car of all time.
Or what if you broke down the NBA based on like height? So you have like this 5'6" guy who's banging, but he can't play in the NBA. You're not the greatest.
When you put it that way, though, I feel like the NBA, I want to give some props to the short dude. Because if this short dude's dunking on fucking big dudes, like that's kind of impressive. And he is going up against the big dudes. But in boxing or fighting, they're not even fighting each other.
Yeah, they're literally fighting only the tiny guys.
Yeah, so I don't think it relates as much to NBA. But
Yeah, fair.
So what weight class is Conor McGregor?
He fought at 155 and 170 pounds. I think 170 is like 76 kilos. Maybe 155 is around 70-ish.
Okay. So I can see how that's greatest of all time because that's average human. Like an average human, 75, 80 kilos.
But
like that's like he would destroy anyone that weight.
But surely the guy who's 6'6" and weighs 120 kilos is even better than the average guy. Like if we're talking greatest of all time, so to give context, Tyson Fury, who's 6'9", probably weighs about 130 kilos, which is like 290. Yeah, he's heavy. Because in boxing, there's no weight limit above heavyweight. So once you're 200 pounds, which is 90 kilos, you can be as big as you want to be.
Wow, okay.
Whereas in UFC, the heavyweight goes between 205 and 265, where 265 is about 120.
What happens after 120?
You can't fight that way.
Shit.
So if you go over the weight limit, I'm pretty sure you have to give up a third of your purse. So a third of the money you'd make from the fight.
What? Who gets that?
The other person.
What?
Oh,
yeah. So
yeah.
they make like 5 or 6 times more than you, or you give up a third.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay,
and people say that it should be higher because a lot of the times, if it's not a title fight, because if it's a title fight, you won't fight for the title anymore because like you cheated to win this. But there was a woman who literally came in 12 pounds higher, which is like over 4 kilos higher, and ended up smoking the other bitch. And it's like it's just too much. I think they did a chart in the UFC, and it's like I think 7 out of the last 10 people who came in heavier ended up winning their fight.
Is 4 kilos enough in a fight to make a dramatic difference?
Yeah, I think it is because a lot of times, 145 to 155, that's only 10 pounds. 10 pounds, about 4 kilos. And that's the difference between an entire weight class.
Is there any sort of no-nos in the fighting industry? Like, I know you can go to prison, but it's like, what if you're like a convicted rapist who's gotten out?
Well,
like, is there anything that'll stop you?
You might not become as popular, but there was a guy called Greg Hardy who was in the NFL. And he is this big black dude. He came to the UFC after the NFL, and I'm pretty sure he got kicked out for either raping or beating up his wife.
Jeez.
Like some real aggressive shit. And he was able to...
of the NFL?
Of the NFL,
and
but he
became
came to UFC. Yeah.
Yeah, because you see people that go to prison and stuff, and it's like these people wouldn't make it in any other industry, like in
Bro,
acting or anything like that.
You hear Mike Tyson, Mike Tyson would have been a fucking horrible guy to grow up with.
Why is that?
Because he was going around at fucking 13, 14. He was in juvie all the time. He was out robbing people with guns and shit, selling drugs, all this stuff. He was a real aggressive, crazy person. He got convicted of rape.
And then he's singing songs on The Hangover.
Yeah, in fight games, I don't think anyone gives a fuck.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's just two fucking behemoths fighting each other.
Yeah, to be fair, if I'm watching someone fight, I don't really care about the ethics behind it.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever watched sumo wrestling?
No, I wanted to in Japan, but the place I went to was like closed or something.
Well, I haven't seen
it
it
cool?
in real life, but I got drunk once and watched it like with a few guys, and it's the most entertaining thing to do when you're fucked up.
Shit.
Really?
Yeah, it's so funny.
like watching it or
Yeah,
playing?
watching it. So you both pick like a person or like anyone who's there. You guys root for different people, and it's such a weird sport, something that you're not used to. That it's like very entertaining.
Bro, I'm hella down to like put in those sumo suits and actually do it.
That would be fucking
That
fun.
shit, it's like that soccer where you wear the big ass ball.
Oh,
and you gotta
yeah,
like fucking like run at each other, just peg each other down.
Haven't done that, but I'm super keen.
Could you
Boys.
imagine playing that soccer with the ball?
Oh,
with,
yeah,
like,
it'd be
with just no weight or like gender classes. So you could just be like a 6'4" guy that's like running at a 5' girl. And it's just like a
Get out of here.
The thing is,
boom.
if you're 6'4", so your bubble rests higher, would someone who's shorter be able to take you out because they can duck in and fucking
Oi.
like? Because if you're taller,
sure.
you have to go really far down.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so
Strategies.
interesting.
It's fair for everyone, bro.
Boys, we were talking about this. We're really keen to start trying to make video ideas. So if you haven't joined the Discord, hit the link down below. Join the Discord. We got a video suggestion tab. We want you to fill that bitch this week. We want to
Hell
see
yeah.
10 new fucking suggestions of something you'd find so funny or so interesting. Give us some creative spark, and we're going to try and make that shit happen for you.
The
Fill
thing
her up.
is, the last time I was trying to go on the Discord, I was with a girl actually, and I'm on my phone trying to look at this Discord, and the issue is that my phone was so boring; it didn't have any spice to it. I couldn't like there was
Oh,
nothing
really?
special about
That
my
was
phone.
that
when I
girl who
pulled it out.
ditched you right after, eh?
Literally, and I'm like, fuck, if my phone had a bit more spice on it, it'd be better. But I just don't know where to get it.
Do you know what it was? It was so crazy. She literally said to him, I remember him telling me this, and we still have no idea what it means. She literally said to him, "You don't have a puppy? Get out of here."
What's a puppy?
Bro, that's what I thought. And then I did some Googling.
Oh,
Puppy This, the most
This.
amazing phone case provider in the world.
Holy
In
shit.
the universe, I might say.
Oh, yeah.
I heard aliens love that shit.
5-star
They do.
ratings.
Bro, what they do, they take local artist pictures.
No.
Fucking beautiful. You can choose mountains, you can choose forest, you can choose beach. You can even get a picture of Baz fucking a ladyboy if you really wanted to. Just message him really
Should we
nicely.
come up with that?
Bro. Milk Bucket merch, baby. They've even got a little cheeky Milk Bucket collab. If you really want to
No.
support the podcast, head over there and see the Milk Bucket collab case. Looks pretty.
That's puppy.co, boys.
That's puppy.co. The
Puppy.co.
link will be down below. With the code MilkBucket, you'll get 20% off your purchase.
What?
Fuck off.
And support the podcast, boys.
Support the podcast.
Boys, I was thinking about something earlier this week, and you just brought it up with the fighting stuff. Purely hypothetical situation here, but say you were in prison.
I don't think it's going to be purely hypothetical.
Say you were arrested with no explanation.
Okay.
And your family got the call. What do you think they would have suspected that you done?
Ooh, that's sauce right there.
And I want us to answer it for each other.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, okay. This is
Okay.
juicy. Who answers for who?
So I reckon.
Basil would have been soliciting ladyboys.
What? Soliciting ladyboys?
Yeah,
What does
like
that even mean?
because you can't
that a crime?
pick up a hooker off the street.
Ah, true. So I'm running a ladyboy like.
No, you're not even running it.
Aaron.
You're trying to buy it. You're trying to say, how much? And then it's like an undercover cop. And he's like, I'm not a woman, I'm a man. I don't even identify as one.
Perfect. Come on.
Going over.
How many inches?
I can see James. I'm gonna go in with Aaron first. I can see Aaron going in for insider trading.
Yeah, like tax fraud,
Yeah,
some crazy
tax
shit
fraud,
like that.
insider
Just
trading.
like the most scummy white collar crime you can think of. Like,
How quickly-
I
Yeah.
think he would defraud like a pension fund.
Wait,
Like he'd siphon off
I'm a
money
good
from the old
person.
people.
No.
Do you reckon Aaron would have any loyalty to his tax advisor, or do you reckon he'll be the first to be ratted in?
Dude, my my
I don't know if
accountant
Aaron's
is,
a rat. I don't think Aaron's
Yeah.
a rat. Aaron
Thank
keeps
you.
secrets.
Thank you.
Would you rat him?
No, he's already liable. The accountant's already liable.
I would rat so quickly. If we all
Right,
did a
tax
fucking,
accountant,
if
hell,
we
I'm
all
ratting.
did a sting together and we got caught, I ain't going to jail, boys. You better hope that I go get picked up first. I'm ratting on everyone.
I'm not gonna rat. Fuck that shit.
Okay, you guys
I'll
can do
rat
30 to life.
I'll rat my accountant.
Oh,
Hell
yeah, I'll rat
fuck
my
the
accountant.
accountant.
Yeah.
I'll rat on my on my.
But the thing
financial
is,
advisor.
Aaron's accountant's like his family friend, so it'd be really awkward when you go to barbecues and he's like, "Hey, Aaron, I'm under house arrest
I've
because of
never
you.
met him.
Oh, no, I was arrested.
I can't walk inside the yard because of your shenanigans."
What you do is just stand out like a meter from the yard and just point the finger at him. Come get me, dickhead.
Oh wait, but the thing is, you'll piss him off one day that he'll be willing for the cops to come and he'll just run at you, and you're like, "Oh fuck."
That's facts. All right,
I'm trying to think of James. It's really hard. I think it would be something really stupid. That's the thing.
It's something. It's either like public masturbation.
Yeah, you know, like something
for
like that.
sure.
You know, like
For sure.
something
Is that a
silly.
crime?
Yeah.
Something that's
What?
we all think is frowned upon. Yeah, like the typical like having sex on the airplane, kind of That vibe.
Oh, that is. Yeah, I mean, maybe.
yeah. That
I'm like some sort of racketeering is what you're thinking.
racketeering.
Oh, I'd love to run a
racketeering.
scam. I'd love to run a scam. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
I feel like he's too nice of a guy to run a scam though.
He starts at MLM. Even though, but like I don't know what's the difference between an illegal pyramid scheme and an MLM.
The thing
he'd
is,
accidentally make it.
I'm too negative of like I chat shit on people who are too optimistic too much. I don't know if maybe I'd be able to scam them.
Yeah.
But I
they're
feel
the
like I'd end up
easiest to
saying,
scam.
"Oh, this is so gay, boys." Like
How
about my
are you
own
even
thing.
falling for this? How are you falling for my own
Fucking
scam?
retard.
That's the thing. Maybe that's your edge. Maybe you cut through the bullshit. So you're MLM with no bullshit.
Is that very profitable?
No, as in like you just let them know like
You're not gonna make any money, but I'll make money.
no, you just cut through the bullshit. You say,
What if
"Look,
we made an agency that helped you start MLMs,
Oh,
but we take a
like
cut off the MLM, but they're
like
still
Squarespace.
That's interesting.
Speaking of Squarespace, use code MILKBUCKET for a great.
Guys, I just had a thought though on MLMs, like as idea. So a part of MLMs is you can make money if you're one of the early adopters,
Yeah,
right?
true.
You just lie to everyone and say they're all early adopters. And then
Oh,
you tell
shit.
them to tell
I'm getting
people
you on
that they're
you
early
in.
adopters.
Oh, but then how do you run the fucking conferences? Like the you know, you have to be in like the
that-
powwows.
yeah.
No,
Okay,
but
yeah,
what if
you're
we
right.
what if we had the suppliers selling the bullshit like soap and all the other shit that all MLMs sell, protein powder, but then we bring people in and say, look, we're interested in having you start an MLM. We've got all the supply, we got all the shit, right? It's all unique stuff. We give it some weird name like Canway or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very
And
unique.
we get them to start their own MLMs, but we take 30% off the top of them, and we create a whole network of MLMs, which then they recruit people who recruit people who recruit people.
Bro.
I have a feeling someone is going to take this idea that listens to this podcast. They're going to make a bunch of money, and,
be a
then we'll be
millionaire.
sitting here with our dick in our hands, being
Buy
like, "We
puppy.
thought of this."
Buy
this-
puppy if you do that.
This is our intellectual property, so
Yeah.
we'll know.
No
If
stealing,
we find
guys.
out,
You know how you could actually do it?
I'd walk up, if they stole it, I'd walk up to him and go, "Fuck you, dude."
All right, Gary V.
Here's what you can do. So, for example, say I'm pitching like my mate, a random guy. Say his name is Joseph. So I'm pitching Joseph. Like, oh yeah, so I want to get you on the front floor. You're going to be like the number one guy. I've already found a lot of people that are going to be under you, and then you get all of your buddies, or you hire some actors or something like that, and you get them all into the room, and you be like, you need to run the meeting. You're the leader of this fucking thing.
Yeah.
So you get him to fucking like powwow these guys, and they're also amped up, and he's like, "Fuck yeah, like, I'm feeling the power. I'm keen. I'm in the front. Like, I am the leader of this MLM." And then he gets his mate to be underneath him, and like before you know it, he thinks like an actual thing's going on. Before you know it, an actual thing's going on.
Speaking of pitching, what do you think about like how gay is fucking another guy versus getting fucked?
Wait, what?
Like, how much would you get paid versus?
What is this transition?
What do you mean? That is what pitching is.
Oh, I've never heard that before.
Have you not heard
No,
that?
no.
You're not in the gay.
Okay,
but
wait,
Aaron, you had an experience to a gay,
we
gay area.
can
in
go
this.
into this, but I want to hear this question.
So-
again
Yeah,
first.
pitching or bitching?
No pitching.
How is one gay and sucking dick?
No. So pitching is apparently the guy fucking.
Oh.
And what's the guy with the glove who catches the ball in baseball?
I have no idea.
Guy with the glove.
Guy with
that's
the glove,
That's the
yeah.
one getting fucked in the ass.
Okay, so which one's more gay?
Yeah, well, we know which one's more gay, but like, so let's say you got paid $1 million, you get fucked in the ass.
Yeah, it definitely do it.
How much would you? What's your?
But like, how many inches?
$5,000? You mean $1 million? Million?
Should we raise $5,000? Okay, we're gonna put a GoFundMe link on the bottom
Right.
below to get some big black guy to come fuck Baz in the ass.
What do
Only
you mean $1 million?
$5,000.
What are you talking about?
I would be more likely to accept like a lower amount of money to get fucked in the ass than do Ramadan.
Actually, honestly, reckon.
Yeah, I reckon.
We were
so.
talking about this before the podcast, and Aaron's like, $20,000 is my number to do Ramadan. So what are we talking? Like 19
Like,
to get fucked in the ass?
15K.
But so then, how much money to fuck someone in the ass?
Oh no, I'll pay them.
That's just anal.
If you're in prison, it's just ass, bro, with the lights on.
In your words, you're just getting some.
Yeah, getting some.
Getting some ass. If you're in prison, how long would it take for you to get yourself a prison wife? Like, how many days?
I'd be in denial for a little bit.
Yeah, same.
I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm not actually horny. I don't need
Maybe
my needs met.
3, 4, 5
Hours?
days.
Hours, minutes.
Within the week.
What would be your? Do you reckon? Would you strand outside your race and potentially have like issues because you took one of the black guys from prison or something? There was always like race gangs or something.
Yeah, of course.
Like you probably can't have a black prison wife because they'll be like, "Hey, yo, you took our shit."
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, let me.
You have to get a little Nazi or something. Like one of the little white supremacists.
Oh,
Let me,
neo-Nazi.
let me pose you another hypothetical, purely hypothetical.
Get me.
Say you get into prison, you're like there for 7 days, you're like, ah, fuck, I'm getting horny, I need to find a bitch. So you find a bitch, say like 9 or 8 to 10 days, then they realize that you're actually in innocently. So you're like, fuck, like, and they let you out. Imagine, like, do you have to tell people that you had a bitch inside and you're like, fucking this guy?
I've heard that people in prison don't count that as
It's
being
not
gay.
It's not gay.
It's not gay. Is it gay? It's a little bit gay.
The thing is, I would never tell someone who was in prison for 10 years that it was gay because he was in prison for 10 years.
Yeah.
Chances are it wasn't for speeding.
Guys,
You know what I mean?
I had a gay experience on the weekend.
Yes,
yeah?
you did.
Somewhat. I framed that incorrectly.
Aaron woke up on Saturday. He had a sore ass.
Yeah.
He was in Vegas.
Oh, you
Turns out the doctor said he got roofied.
bro, he's been hopping around all weekend. He's saying
He
it's
has.
fucking leg
I
day.
He's
actually
actually
have been
sitting
hopping
on,
around.
He's sitting on an inflatable fucking balloon right now. You know, one of those
Man,
rings.
It all makes sense now.
So what are your thoughts on gay bars, first of all?
They're the funnest.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
them.
What people don't realize about gay bars is very rarely there's only gay guys in there. It just happens to be like gay guys, straight guys, white girls.
Well-
or like just fun girls.
I would agree, except for this bar. For reference, James was there too. Me and James ended up at a gay bar on Friday night.
We had a bit to drink.
We
We
had a bit
thought,
to drink.
let's explore each other's bodies.
That's true.
We ended up a gay bar.
One thing led to another.
Yeah, look.
So I had no idea how much attention I would get in this place. I was not expecting it. We came with girls.
a lot of skinny guys.
We came with girls, so I thought we'd be safe. But as soon as we walked in, someone came up to me. To be fair, he wasn't asking for anything
To
particular.
give context, Aaron, girls come with girls and guys still approach them.
Yeah.
So what do
Yeah.
you think happens when guys come with girls?
Yeah. I don't even know how to frame what happens, James. I'm gonna need a little help here because
So-
the night is a bit blurry.
We went into this place called Universal,
Yes.
which is on this street called Oxford Street, which is renowned for gay bars, essentially. So we walk in, and it was the cutest moment because Aaron's never been to Oxford Street. Maybe you have like in the day or something,
Yeah.
but not like on a night out. And again, it's known as like any bar you see is at very least gay friendly. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they welcome it.
Yeah.
And so we go in there. The girls are ordering drinks. Aaron leans over to me and he's like, "Do you think this is a gay bar?" And I,
I don't even remember saying this.
It's universal, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, isn't it a gay flag? The-
Dude, I don't know. I just walked in. I was following the girls.
there was actually not necessarily a transgender, but what's the one where they drag?
Drag.
Yeah, there was a drag bouncer.
Oh, what?
At the
I
front
did
of
not even realize.
Did you not see that?
I gave him my ID.
The one who was 6'2".
I did not even. Dude, how much
Have
did I
fun,
drink?
honeys.
Oy.
I did not remember this. Okay.
Yeah. Well, anyway, she was down in front of the door.
Yeah.
And so we go. So he says that, and I'm like, "Yes, Harry, it's Oxford Street. Just assume everything's a gay bar."
Yeah.
And we go through the crowd. We're standing on this it's like a stage that probably has 40 people on it, but it's like 40 crammed people.
Yep.
So it's not like we're dancing on the stage. It's like
That's what I thought
We're
when you
packed
first told
into a
me.
sardine can that happens to be a stage.
We could
yeah.
still dance a little bit. Could do the
Yeah,
two-step.
exactly.
Nice.
Yeah, the two-step, the straightest move of all time. But what's funny is we see this. I see him first, I think.
Yeah.
And then he sees you, and that's what made me laugh so hard.
Yeah.
But he's essentially got kind of like a sharp nose, a sharp chin, but crazy blue eyes.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
insane.
Like and this is at like night. You know what I mean?
Like blonde hair, blue eyes?
No, like
hair.
dark hair.
Oh, okay.
Like and so,
Hey.
but the thing is, he's got a smile the entire time, right?
Yeah.
Like and it's already creepy,
Do we smile?
huh?
Do we smile?
You couldn't resemble it. No, it wasn't that bad. Like, yeah, he was
Anyway.
vibing, and you
That's
didn't
fucked.
want to make eye contact with this guy.
The thing is, yeah. So he looks around, goes past me. I'm like, Hail Mary, son of God, thank you for keeping me pure. Then makes eye contact with Aaron. Immediately sees Aaron. His smile goes like from this to.
I wish you could describe that face just
Like
then.
crazy, you
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean?
He
He,
looked
got
like it's-
hungry.
Yeah, he was-
imagine if you saw a starving lion and you pulled out a piece of meat. You know what I mean? Licking his lips, fucking making sure his ass looks plump. But he starts like just kind of dance moving. But I don't know. I got to reenact it and like
Yeah.
that's all. Maybe reenact what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
So he's going like this, right?
Moving his
But then he
shoulders.
starts going like this.
Oh, I did them back to forth.
Yeah, back to forth
So
all
he
the way
moving
until
close.
he's
With the
right in
shoulders.
front of Aaron. Like, neck with
I
neck.
was like sliding down closer and closer.
And before saying anything, he grabs my waist. At that point, I was like very confused. I was almost stunned because this has never fucking happened to me before.
This is Aaron's like initial reaction.
No, shut up. No. So I was just like, what the fuck?
Do the
then I
noise,
was
Aaron.
like,
Come on.
I didn't say that. I told him I'm straight. And
How
then
did you say? Did you say I'm straight?
Yeah.
So sorry,
Stuff at
hon.
you.
Okay, I didn't say I'm straight. I was just like, oh, thanks, man. I'm straight. And then he was still holding my hips at this point.
Yeah.
He reached his hands down and fucking squeezed my butt and then walked away. And as
Didn't
he walked
say a
away,
word.
yeah.
He didn't say a word.
Yeah. As he walked away, James yells out, "Oh, he's single."
That's the way.
That wasn't even the only weird experience. There was quite a few experiences that night, to say the least. But
Sexual.
Yeah, but no.
What happened to the bathrooms that night?
No, I didn't go.
He doesn't remember.
Yeah. No,
It got a bit hazy about 1 p.m., you know?
me and this other guy was there late that night dancing with the girls. The guy was also straight. And this, I'd say like 30-year-old woman came up to us and yelled at us for being straight. They were like, "You guys are dancing straight. You're not even meant to be here."
Yeah.
And then I was like, first of all, how do you even know we're straight? And she was
You're
like, "I'm
two-stepping."
a lawyer." And I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. And then she was like, "I got a master in psychology." I was like, "Okay, sick." And then she was like, "You shouldn't be here."
I studied pharmacology. Just making up degrees at this point.
And
I studied aviation. I know this shit.
I got my palms read. I knew you were coming.
Yeah, it was so confusing. That night was just, it was just like a club I've never experienced before. I've never experienced an encounter like that. The amount of times that this other girl was asking me like about myself to tell some guy, like some other guy that she was dancing with. She was like, "Oh, this is my friend." I was like, "Hi." I'm not gay, but hi.
Although you did get propped up earlier in the night at a different place called Beresford.
Yeah.
A gay guy walks up to him and says, "Hi, you're really cute. I know you're not gay, but what do you think of my friend over here?"
What?
Yeah. At the not as soon as I walked in, but very, very close.
And
Now-
was the friend fit?
Yeah, she was, but she was talking to another guy, and he was like, "Nah, that's not gonna end any well."
Here's the thing, right? So me and Baz, you would probably class us more as club rats than you are, right?
well, for sure.
Yeah. So we've been to Oxford Street many a time. We've gone around because we've been to Newtown. We've been to a lot of the kind of gay bars. We've been to straight bars. We've been to all that kind of shit. And I'm sure you and I would agree, gay bars are a lot of fun, right?
They're a lot of fun.
Because the
Especially
reality
on
is
Mardi Gras.
you get a bit of Mardi Gras. It's unreal.
It's insane.
I feel like in the past, it's not about a homophobic thing, but it's just like if you heard, "Oh, we're going to this gay bar," that wouldn't have been the thing that perked your ears up. Like,
Yeah,
maybe
for
in the
sure
past.
not.
What do you think of the whole experience now that you have been along Oxford Street to
Yeah.
Beresford?
So I had an amazing time at Beresford because it was the thing I didn't like the sexual harassment that came with Universal, which was which was pretty much
sexual
only gay.
harassment.
Dude, it was sexual harassment straight up,
I mean,
and
fair
the
enough.
amount of attention I was getting from guys, like it. I get why girls don't.
Bro, grow up, man.
No.
It's part of the experience. It's
No.
a gay
Yeah,
club.
that's
You're
right.
meant to get sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
If
But-
you don't get sexually assaulted, that's not a good thing.
What I liked
Just a Wednesday at Beresford.
Beresford was great.
Universal,
Yeah.
Universal.
So the first place we went to where it was like very, very gay, which was fine, but there was also like lots of girls, and even if they were lesbian or whatever, it was just like it wasn't just one gender, one sweat fest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I liked. I really enjoyed Beresford. But Universal, it was still fun because we were with girls. But
You got to go on a club crawl around Oxford Street. It's a lot of fun.
yeah.
The thing is, it's very druggy because, like,
Darlinghurst.
well, yeah. Also, as we know, like, there was a lot of cocaine going around in the 80s when all the AIDS spread as well, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
but it's so much fun.
I think the thing is it's kind of the drugs that you wouldn't expect to be done. It's like that's where you find the methods.
Oh, yeah. No, me and Baz were once outside. We were on Oxford Street after a night out, and we were just talking to these two Brazilians who were very gay. And we were making a joke like, "Oh, yeah, we're just going to go smoke some meth." And they're like, "Oh, cool. Do you want to come to our place and do it?" Like,
That's
it wasn't even,
fucked.
it
Yeah.
wasn't
They weren't
even
even
a-
joking.
And they were offering. They're like, "Just want to join us?"
Guys, we'll shout you for some meth.
I don't even know if they were doing it, but it just wasn't even the slightest shock to them.
Yeah.
It was like, we're just going to invite these methods over.
Well, okay. So in your mind, was any part of it was like, oh, I might consider this?
What?
No, we didn't have
Bro,
meth.
yeah.
What do you mean?
No, them doing meth. Like if they offered you meth.
Oh,
Wasn't
no,
that
I'd
what
never
they were
do
doing?
this. No. I don't
Do
think
it.
You wouldn't do a Tootsie?
I wouldn't do it, Tootsie. I've got the rule. The rule of the upper class is you don't do crack, you don't do heroin, you don't do meth.
Yeah.
Everything
do
else
any
is
of
fair
those?
game.
Wait, what?
That's the rule.
That's gay.
That's not.
That's straight.
It's called the North Shore rule,
Yeah.
bro. You got to keep shit classy, dog.
Yeah.
Got to keep shit classy, otherwise the world goes to shit.
Boys, I want to talk about Facebook stories. What the fuck
Okay.
is up with them?
Ah, yeah, bro.
Oh, bro. You know, I think I was talking to you about this the other day. I think the biggest red flag in a guy or girl, say I swang fucking apparently going to gay bars and stuff. Now I might be gay. It is. It's people who post Facebook stories,
Bro, they're
biggest
they're
red
the
flag.
worst. Especially when they post like Instagram reels and they're like stories, and they automatically post a story so you can see that they've tagged their friends and you can't even click onto them.
Yes.
It's like, mate, what the fucking point? What the fuck was the point of this?
Yeah. It
Why are
just
you?
zero value add.
Yeah, zero value add.
The worst thing is it's never like my parents or aunts and uncles who post them. It's just weird people my age.
It's fobs.
Yeah. Oh, you
Really?
reckon?
Fobs love that shit, bro.
Really? I think it's like the weird white girl that like.
Oh,
yeah,
what?
yeah. Always the weird white girl.
It's strange, hey, because it's like I don't understand what Mark Zuckerberg was thinking when they ask you to like, would you like to also post this on Facebook?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what people were thinking anymore with with Snapchat stories, because Snapchat stories used to be the only story,
Yep.
right? That was the first one. But now Snapchat stories are on that weird page with all the self promotion and all that kind of goofy shit.
I can give you the answer.
What's that?
Exclusivity. Like people don't have nearly as many people on the Snapchat friends, well, the majority of people, than they do on Instagram. So like Snapchat is more like a lower quality, like private kind of.
Is
But you
it?
could
location.
just do like close friends if you really wanted to have
Yeah, you can,
exclusivity,
but
right?
even those I feel are more high quality than Snapchat. Like the
Real.
stories you see on Snapchat are so fucking low quality.
I just feel like, does anyone use Snapchat aside from getting nudes and buying drugs?
I do.
For conversation?
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, are you using it on the way to get nudes though?
No. Me and my pen pal.
Have you got a nude from her?
have you never
No,
got
because
nudes from her?
no, I'm not. Dude, she's a pen pal. She's a friend.
How long have you been talking for?
Is she fit, Aaron?
3, 4
More-
years.
more than 5
three,
days?
3 years.
Aaron,
Yeah.
is she fit?
Like not my type. She's
Oh,
is
he's
she
not
good
a
looking?
type.
she is good looking, but she's not my type.
Would you go there? If you were both in Arizona State, you know, you were on a messy
lives in LA
dorm
now.
room. You were both in LA. You were at Coachella. You had an amazing night. She was dressed all slutty, not bohemian
Look,
at
of
all.
course, I'm still a male, okay? But like, my end goal isn't to fuck.
Let me
Bro,
ask you
this
something. If she
bohemian.
was slightly less attractive, would you still be talking to her? Or is it nice to see a pretty face pop up every couple of days?
Every couple days, bro, we talk daily.
You talk daily.
Yeah, yeah.
How long's your streak at this stage?
I don't know, a lot.
In the thousands or in the hundreds or?
It's been a few years, so it'll be over 1,000.
Is she your longest story?
Well, it was a guy that now lives in Melbourne, that one of our friends, but
Oh yeah,
he
Jono.
ended that, which was kind of like a relief because our Snapchats were very low quality and
I'm
kind of
pretty-
a chore.
Weren't you guys doing this like streaks thing like for so long?
Exactly, yeah. So it's not like that with the pen pal. Like
Right,
we
okay.
actually like talk.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like with this guy and I, it was literally this fucking streaks. It wasn't even that. It was just like a picture of the ground.
Yeah,
At
yeah, yeah.
times. So it was just kind of a chore.
So Aaron, you obviously would go to Coachella.
Yep.
Would you go to EDC Las Vegas?
I think so.
You would?
Yeah,
EDC?
doesn't like
Yes.
Zed and shit play for that?
What
Play
about
at that?
yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah,
it's
For
massive.
Or like Ultra Miami?
I have no idea. I haven't looked into that at all.
Ultra.
Bro, it's
Yeah.
in Miami. Just say yes.
Yeah.
What's the one that I really want to go to? Burning Man?
No.
Or
you wouldn't.
Yeah. I know Burning Man's like really high up. Yeah, okay, so I'm not anti-Burning Man by any means. It's just like when I think about the priorities in my life and what's realistic, I just don't see myself
You don't
doing
like
it.
camping, right?
No, I hate
Oh,
camping.
then,
You-
yeah, there's
yeah.
no point of thinking. But,
No, but you go in like caravans and shit. It's not proper camping. But
oh,
you,
I don't know if you would like that.
you haven't been to a proper festival, right?
No.
So maybe shit will change when he goes to like a proper festival.
Yeah, it
Oh,
just
for
doesn't
sure.
seem like
For
as much
sure.
my vibe. Like I don't really care about like bartering. Like I don't care about living off
It's
the
not bartering,
land.
bro.
It is for sure.
No, it's not
Oh,
bartering.
yeah, it's like it's giving.
It's giving.
Yeah, giving.
It's giving economy.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be such a big experience. Also, apparently every tech billionaire goes.
Yeah.
Like
Hey,
they all experience that shit.
I'm not anti it because of like the people who go.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like it doesn't seem like something that would interest me.
Which is fair enough, bro, because you don't want to be going to something that you're not the vibe of. And then, like, the last thing is like when you feel like you're a bad vibe, when it's like, I just rather be
Exactly.
somewhere else.
Yeah, I hate that. I don't like feeling like the person that's bringing the crowd down.
I think things will change when you go to a festival and you like see what it is.
Bro, Coachella next year.
Yeah, 100%. Like I think Coachella might just be a Malaysia experience where you're like, holy fuck, this is how fun things can be. Especially if you go with your boys, you meet all these random
I don't
people.
even think Coachella, bro. I think any sort of like just decent festival in Sydney, even.
You're right, but Coachella, like even though maybe it's not the kind of festival we would normally go to, Baz, it still is probably in the top 10 most expensive festivals they would throw in the world, right?
I'm not very keen on Coachella.
You really?
Yeah, I would definitely not do a trip to Coachella.
You wouldn't go?
Yeah, no, I'll do a trip for
It's
EDC.
okay.
I'll do a trip for Ultra. I'll do a trip for because it doesn't have the headliners that I like.
Yeah.
So I'd be going there and it'd be in the stage that I wouldn't go to.
The thing is, I feel like if like 5 of us all went to Coachella, I feel
Yeah.
like Baz is the kind of guy who would say like, oh, fine, I'll go.
Well, I would join people that are going to Coachella, but there's no way I wouldn't be like on the front foot of it.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
EDC Las Vegas, however,
100. I'd be so down.
just the
Right next
idea
door.
of just the idea of going to Vegas with your mates. and
Yeah.
having a
Yeah,
fucking sick time.
I'm really keen on going to Vegas.
Bro, Vegas is like a post 21-year-old because I was there when I was
Would
like
you
fucking 16.
not gamble? I feel like if you go to Vegas,
Bro,
you've got to gamble.
I would gamble. What are you talking about?
How much would you lose?
I'd
How much
probably-
would you be willing to lose?
$1,000 a night.
So KSI on the Sidemen podcast, they were talking about their trip to Vegas, right?
Yeah.
And Vic was saying like, "Oh, I gamble, but like, you know, nothing crazy or whatever." And then KSI stands up and he said, "Bro, how much? If it's not 6 figures, I don't want to hear about it." And Vic's like, "What? I gamble like $5,000. That's like big for me." And Vic's bred it up. Like
Yeah.
Vic's got money. JJ spent 50. He brought 50 grand just for strippers, just for the
Fuck
fucking
off.
trip.
Yeah.
He's spending fucking 6 figures. He's prepared to lose 6 figures in the casino.
I reckon I'm prepared to lose, like hypothetically,
So, okay, say we're there for 3 nights.
3 nights. Okay, probably
I'm
5K.
probably 2 nights. 2 nights.
Also, how
Wait, 5K altogether
Yeah,
on betting.
yeah, gambling.
That's my man.
when are we doing this? Like right now? I probably wouldn't be willing to spend lose 5K right now.
Good
I'd be
travel
willing.
account.
Yeah,
How's your travel account looking after Melbourne? Still breaded?
It's still okay. I'm still like be able to fund holidays.
yeah. $5,000 2 nights.
Okay, I probably couldn't fund that.
bro, going to Vegas and not spending at least in the thousands is like come on. It's like going to Italy and not getting pizza, or going to Japan and not getting sushi. Like there's so many different.
The question is, if you like you spent all your $5,000 and on the last dollar you were able to make 20 grand, do you count that as all free money for the holiday and just go crazy, or do you leave with the profit?
Oh fucking earth! You leave with the profit, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Then
feel
go
like
to New
I'd
York
probably
for a bit.
take out the initial amount, like the $5,000 I was going to spend, and then I'd say, "Fuck it, I'm having fun."
Odds on, you go with 5K, you put it all on roulette. Just in one
Yeah,
go.
that'd be so
Ruin
crazy.
the weekend or fucking make it.
You'd be so upset, or you'd be the happiest guy.
Yeah. No, you do it on like red.
I'd do, yeah.
Or black.
I'd do it on
Oh,
black
right.
because I support Black Lives Matter.
I'm a big fan of the 4s. Like you put it on the corner of 4 of them, and then it's 7 times your money, but it's only a 1 in 6. Or
I'm
1 in 6,
too
1 in
risk
7.
averse for that. I
What
wanna
is
chuck
the
that
odd
in.
if you put it all on one number? Because isn't black and
1 in
white like
28.
49% or something
Yeah,
like that?
49.
Is it 49?
49.9 something.
What is?
Putting on a color.
Oh, so I think there's 28 numbers, right? Or is there 32 numbers? Like 28 or 32, something like that. It's 1 in 28, but then you 28 times your money.
But one of the colors isn't black or red, is it?
Yeah, there's a 0 and a 00.
Yeah. But so, yes, you double your money on colors. But what about?
So it's a 1 in 30, but you're 1 in 28 times your money.
Okay.
Damn, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
If you bet in the one that's more than I think $10, then there's only 1 0.
I don't know. I think it would be so fun to do like just a big amount. Like, have you guys ever watched David Dobrik do it? He goes he does it a lot. He goes to Vegas, chucks a huge amount on one color, and it like,
Yeah.
makes or breaks the fucking trip.
Boys, we need Milk Bucket to blow up so we can drop 10 grand on a number.
Well, I'd be so. Have you seen those gambling streams where they take donations from the viewers and they gamble them and they give it back?
Oh, that's
if they
pretty
win?
cool.
That's cool.
The thing is, I've heard that all the gambling streams, they all just get given money to gamble with anyway. So it's like,
Bro, that shit's so fucked up. So
Yeah.
like, they're literally paying to feed their gambling addiction, and then the guy's just taking a risk-free gamble.
yeah, exactly.
How fucked up is that?
And the thing is,
Free
he's
money.
probably still getting money on top of the money they give him to
donations.
gamble.
Yeah, from
No,
that.
I mean from the brand deal. So if they give him 40 grand to gamble with, they're probably still giving him 20 to fucking just keep for the actual thing.
bro.
Like
be
it's
crazy.
so. The funny thing is, it's so like unethical, but I do it.
Yeah, for sure. I want that free money.
It'd be fun, yeah.
When you watch Steve will do it, like with his Weird Rock Casino, like that shit is insane.
Yeah,
They're
and
like
Roulette
100K.
and
He
all that
definitely
shit.
gets paid from Rubet.
100%.
Bro, he would be being paid up the fucking ass.
Yeah,
He'd
yeah.
be making so much money from that Roulette stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Shit's crazy.
Let's be Steve will do it.
Boys, I want to run a hypothetical here, right?
Okay.
Now-
I fell for that last time.
No. So,
Is that what he said when he got
yeah, that was the gay thing. Yeah. No, so
Took me a while to get that
so
one.
Baz has always loved the idea of high finance, all the like real fancy kind of like, you know, you wear a 7-piece suit for no reason. You know what I mean?
14 piece.
You're making like $1 million a day, whatever, right?
Yep.
So I want to take this opportunity. Let's create a hypothetical here where Basil's going into an interview, right? And me and Aaron are the people on the panel interview, and we're interviewing Basil for this position.
I love this.
Let's do this. Aaron, do you want to start, considering you probably know more about this? What is a question you might ask an applicant to join
What should the company?
Jaron Limited?
Sharon Lee.
Basil.
What's the role?
Head investment analyst.
Ooh.
What is your biggest weakness?
See, the thing is, my biggest weakness is that I just work too hard.
Oh, I hate you.
Sometimes I don't have that balance between work and life. Where I
Okay.
just feel like I just get into my work too much and I work too hard, and then I just forget to take time off work.
Oh, I see.
I've got a question, Basil.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of times when you're investing in commodities and stocks, it's all about being able to hold it to the right moment.
Yep.
And you need to be able to keep your composure
Yeah.
when things look bad.
For sure.
What are the strategies you use to continue having sex when you're about to nut?
So there's so many examples from when I've had to hold it, and stop myself from producing the next element.
Yeah, of course. IPOing, we like to call it here.
So one of such examples has been with your mum. So see my reference in my CV.
Did you end up getting the chlamydia medication, by the way?
No, I didn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I gave it to your dad.
I guess you're in for a burn.
That was a good Uno.
Buy a
reverse card.
sale.
Oh gosh.
So one of the many times that I've had to employ the whole technique is, so back in the days when I was looking into more speculative investments. So for example, when I was playing COD Zombies,
yes.
where it's all about holding the fort, running rape chains,
Rape chains.
Oh god.
running rape chains. Trying to make sure you get to the next level. You have to employ some techniques called the old hold and wait. To wait for the zombies to come up, and you can't get too scared because then otherwise they'll cut a corner and they'll get you. So that's one of many times where I've had to use the old hold and
No,
stay
that is fair
technique.
enough. Aaron, do you have another question for Basil?
I'm ready to hire this man.
I think I am as well. I just have one question.
Okay.
Obviously, you know that in this role you will be working long hours, and obviously you've got an enormous paycheck. But are you all right with having a lower hourly rate than a sweatshop worker in China just because of the hours? We expect 30 hours a day, kind of thing.
You know what? So actually, one of my things in my CV is a sweatshop worker in China. Really? Yeah, believe it or not. It was underneath Nike, and that's exactly how I'm used to those conditions. So honestly, with that combined with my COD Zombies experience, which I did voluntarily, I think it'll be okay.
Look, Baz, I think it's ready. We're ready to offer you the job.
Thank you very much.
So, here you go.
you have
Shake
a
my hand.
question?
Shake my hand. So you said conditions reminded me of conditioner, which reminded me of a current TikTok trend.
Yeah.
What's that?
So I'm not sure
3-in-1
if this.
conditioner?
Sorry, say again.
3-in-1 conditioner.
No, I mean Basil was out here buying 3-in-1 conditioner. You guys. can
Basil's
comment
acting
about
like a 12-year-old, bro.
Bro, 3-in-1 is so good. You can get it. It's the same material for your face, hair, and balls. Everything's the same. Why
Go
would
to
you not?
manscaped.com for a 20% discount and free shipping.
So this trend that's been coming up, I don't know if it's just specific to me or what, but it's people aren't shampooing their hair. And
What?
apparently it's meant to have like this magical benefit.
Like
It's
they're
kind
just condition?
no shampoo, no condition. So
Oh, yeah.
what?
Yeah,
They've
I did
been-
that.
You do that.
No, I did that. So the way it works is like your hair has these natural oils in them,
Yep.
and the oils keep them clean. And it takes about, like, if you're used to shampooing and conditioning, it will take a month for your body to build those up. So your hair's gonna smell like shit for a month.
Okay.
And then after that, your bodies will have these oils that naturally cleanse and clean your hair, and your hair will just
Really?
never smell bad.
What about look? Does it look oily?
It's got to look oily.
It looks a little bit greasy, but
Yeah.
not very much.
Because the way they're hyping it up gives me massive no fap vibes. Like they're
Like
like,
it's
oh,
fake.
it's gonna change your life, kind of.
No, but it's
No?
like it's so much more convenient. Like so at least for 2 or 3 years, I was just not ever shampooing or conditioning.
Shut up.
Yeah, and it never smelled bad, never smelled anything.
2 or 3
Yeah,
years.
yeah. And then I went back to Jordan, and then my dad was like, "Oh, you're thinning a lot." And I'm like, "Oh
Like,
yeah."
okay.
He's like, "What shampoo do you use?" I was like, "I haven't used shampoo in the last since I started uni.
Well, shampoo is not good for your
I
hair.
haven't
so
used shampoo, hadn't used conditioner." And he was like, "That's the reason why."
I don't believe that.
But then I gave it a Google, and I'm like, "What are the reasons that people? What's it called? What are the reasons why people thin?" And they say either using shampoo too much or not using it enough.
Oh, okay.
And I was
That's
like,
interesting.
Dad, you got me. Let's get
That's-
some.
that's really
let's get some
interesting.
hair
Think about it, you
thickening
develop
shampoo.
like dandruff and shit like that, which will then weaken the follicles of your hair, surely.
Yeah. So I
It
haven't
dries
looked
out
into
your
it.
scalp.
It's not good for balding. Like you want to be using something that has like hair
So
strengthening.
what are some of the benefits they talk about?
Well, that's kind of everything Basil just mentioned, kind of,
Bro,
except
the
for balding.
effort. The effort is so low.
But okay,
It's
so I don't
good.
get it. So you do it for a month, your hair smells like shit for a month, then it
Yeah.
stops. What's the benefit?
It's kind of like the way they did it was like progress pictures, and so it starts out not progress pictures, progress videos. Like
Sure.
this is day 1, day 2, different TikToks, and then they do talk about how it's kind of self cleaning and things like that, as
Yeah.
kind of
It
Basil
just, it
mentioned.
just cleans itself.
But I can't remember for the life of me the other benefits. But I remember them listing things. To be honest, it came up and I just kind of scrolled past. But like, I saw enough. It came up enough times. I was like, okay, this is a trend right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro, I fucking hate this shit. Like, just wash your hair, you freaks.
Yeah.
What is
well,
with
I
these
mean, I
fucking
don't back
women
the
not
washing
shaving
your
their
hair every
armpits?
day.
Oh, it's actually self-cleaning if you don't have fucking armpit hair. That was placed by God in order to stop bacteria getting there. It's
Yeah.
like, nah, B.
I remember once in high school, this is so fucking cringe. So I remember once in high school,
there was this girl who was like heaps feminist, and she would never like shave. Like she was super hot when she came in, like when year 7, year 8, year 9, year 10.
Yeah.
In year 11, she discovered feminism, and then she was like never shaving her legs, and she had curly hair.
Oh no.
So like her hair, like her leg hair had like curls in it.
You could
I
braid
didn't
it.
know it did that.
Yeah, and then she had what's it called? Like armpit hair and all that shit. And me being the autistic man that I am, I just asked her straight up. I was just like, "Can I ask you, like, why do you not shave anything?" And then, bro, she was being such a bitch about it. She's like, "It's none of your business. You don't know. You're just a man, and you're part of the problem." And I was like, I just want to. I thought it was a legit question. I just wanted to ask you, like, what's going on here?
I respect it, bro. Fuck that shit. It's so goofy.
I can definitely imagine Basil.
Oh, yeah,
asking that
100%
and just
Basil's-
being fucking destroyed by some feminist.
I don't think that, because like I remember asking, I discussed it with my mates, like what do you think could
Look at
possibly
this girl,
happen?
fucking
And then I
loser.
was like, should I just ask? And they're
Yeah.
like, I mean, it's probably not the right thing to do.
Such a
But
bad joke.
and I was like, will you have my back if I ask? And they're like, yeah, fucking oath, I'll have your back. So
No
I ask
chance.
her, and then they look at her, and then they're all like, oh, I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, why is he being such a patriarchal cunt?
It does give like bullying vibes though.
What?
Like asking her why she doesn't do
No,
this.
no. She wasn't. She told me that she wasn't offended by it, because the way I did it was very kind of weird. I was just like, hey, I want to ask you something, but I'm worried it's going to offend you. And she's like, no, you can ask me. I'm like, no, don't worry about it. She's like, no, just ask me.
please.
Just ask me. And I was just like, oh, so, like, why don't you shave your legs or your armpits? And she's just like, oh, why does it matter? Why is it your business? I'm like, this is what I anticipated.
Yeah. So she did still get offended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like bullying level.
Okay.
I think it was more like she wanted to tell people this.
Oh, she wanted.
Yeah.
to
It
tell
kind of
people.
it had that
Yeah.
vibe.
It's like the vegan effect.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I guess you shouldn't be just expected to, but like in the same context, if you take care of the way you look, people are going to find you more attractive, which to most people in life is beneficial.
It's facts.
For sure.
know
Yeah.
what I
And
mean?
you shouldn't be avoiding confrontation. At the end of the day, if you want to eat an omelet,
Go break some eggs.
that's facts, man.
Baz is reusing his one from last week.
Yeah. He loves this quote, dude.
That's one of my favorite quotes, man.
Yeah. Bro, if you want to get nothing done, you got to fuck some.
Ladyboys.
And that's doing something. Spiders. That's what I was going for.
Guys, did you see the recent thing with Elon Musk and Bill Gates?
Oh,
No, what?
So I'm sure, as you guys don't know, I know you guys are massive climate supporters. So Bill Gates reached out to Elon Musk to donate it.
I do support climate change. It's not hot enough.
Yeah.
It's not.
You support it.
I want to have a beach top area where we are. You know what I mean?
I want to have an aircon blasting with the window open.
Oi. So Bill Gates' text got leaked to Elon Musk's.
Oh, real?
Elon Musk, yes. So Bill Gates reached out, wanted Elon Musk to fund some, I don't know, climate change research or some charity or something. Elon Musk responded, sorry, I can't like donate to you because you're shorting Tesla, which I didn't know he was shorting Tesla. But do you guys think that's like acceptable?
Fucking
or-
oath.
I completely
Bro,
back it.
Tesla is on the cutting edge of. Okay, maybe using coal isn't sustainable, like good for climate change, but moving to electricity is what we need, because
Yeah.
moving to electricity means that we can now use wind power, you can use solar panel power, and all that stuff for your cars. And without Tesla, bro, there's no chance that BMW, Mercedes, Porsche would have made electric cars.
Yeah, and the fact that Bill Gates is shorting Tesla as well.
It's so fucked.
He's like literally betting on one of the most environmentally friendly companies to go down.
The thing is Bill Gates personally shorting that? Does he even know
Yeah.
about, is he even aware of that short position?
I'm sure he is.
Or is there just some analyst down there in his fund that manages his money?
I think he would have final sign off over big short. Like a shorting is a big thing. It's not just buying.
Yeah.
You know, shorting is
Yeah.
like literally margin trading.
The other question is though, like Tesla went up 600% during 2019 or between 2019 to 2020. It's like, is that just fair financial analysis saying, did it actually increase this amount of money? Is the market stock this higher, or was there a massive overcorrection in fucking 2020 when the pandemic hit, and he's just trying to make some money long term? Like,
But by him shorting, it's putting downward pressure on the company. Because to short a company, you have to sell stock.
I'm not gonna lie, and this might be just my bias towards Elon because
Yeah.
I like the guy. I feel like Elon has more like pull with voters in the stock market than Bill Gates
Oh,
does.
for sure. Without
man,
a doubt.
100%.
Daddy Elon, bro.
Exactly. Like
He's got 80 million followers on Twitter.
if Bill Gates said anything about a company that wasn't to do with the software area, do you think people would give a fuck? Maybe they would. Yeah.
People really care about his opinion on climate change.
Yeah,
Bro,
he is
Bill-
big on that.
I think
But he
Bill
was
Gates
injecting all these kids with COVID-19 and blaming it on 5G.
He's blaming it on 5G.
That's what I heard. That's what a Reddit post told me.
The other thing is that Bill Gates is fucking heaps philanthropic.
Yeah.
So I see the side where Bill Gates is reaching out to high net worth individuals, trying to get them to donate.
I get that. And I honestly don't think it's that much of a crazy idea to be shorting Tesla right now. Like, the company is very overpriced.
It's still not good to short a company that's doing the most for climate change.
But it just sounds kind of strange. It's like, why would you approach a guy that you've put downward pressure on his company?
Yeah, exactly.
Shorting someone is a fucking dickhead move.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, that's a fucking big ass move.
It is.
And then you have the audacity to ask him for fucking donation.
Yeah.
It's like if Michael Burry went into Chase Bank and asked for a mortgage, they're going to be like, no, you can fucking go, cunt.
Exactly. Bro, it is. So that's a fucking, nah.
Yeah, it's just a dickhead move, isn't it?
Yeah. Fuck Bill Gates.
It's like if you were trashing your boy in front of him at a barbecue and then you said, hey, can you spot me $20 for the sausages?
Yeah.
No, I won't give you that money, thank you.
Bro, so if Elon Musk actually does buy Twitter, which it looks like he might.
Yeah, exciting.
So he put in an initial tender offer for $45 billion.
Apparently it was like 30% higher than market value or something like that.
So the market cost of the share price is like $45 and he put in an offer for $54.
Oh.
But it's been $80. Like last year was $80.
Schulte did a fucking funny bit about that at the start about him buying it off the Saudis or something like that. Like, there was a lot of terrorism jokes going on, you know what I mean?
So at first, Twitter didn't even they didn't even acknowledge it. They said like, I don't even want to look at this.
Was this after he did buy the 10%, right? When they were offering
so he bought
them the
10%. He said, I want to take the company private and I'm willing to buy it all for $45 billion.
Jeez.
And then they were like, nah, he's just bullshitting. He doesn't have the funds for this. He doesn't have like the capital. And then he went to Morgan Stanley and then he raised capital for it. So he put in 15 bill of his own money and Morgan Stanley put in 30 bill against Tesla shares that he owns.
Jeez.
And then he went back to them with the same offer and they're like, all right, bring it in. And they're seriously considering it. And the reason why is because he was like, if you don't do this, I'm going to take it to tender. What tender means is that I'll go to your shareholders and say, I'll buy your shares for 30% more than the share price.
Oh, shit.
So you can either make a free 30% right now or you can hold on to Twitter.
What do you guys think his game plan is with this? Like, what benefit is he having?
His thing was that he thinks that Twitter is a really good vessel for free speech. So I reckon the first thing he's going to do, and I'm going to fucking say this on the podcast.
Unban Donald Trump.
The
Yeah.
first thing he's going to do is unban Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Here's my question. Why does he actually want it? Because that's the, pro-America, I live in Texas now, all that kind of thing.
I think it's that. I think he loves free speech.
I know that Elon, he feels like more of our friend than like Bill Gates or fucking this, what's the CEO of Apple's name right now?
Tim Cook.
Tim Cook, yeah. I know, like they seem like just rich guys that we'll never meet, whereas Elon seems like he might be a nice guy.
Yeah.
Right? Nicest autistic dude I've ever fucking heard of. But surely he's got to play.
Yeah.
Like man was saying, we're thinking about doing a buyback just to bump up Tesla stocks when they weren't doing a buyback at all and got taken off as chairman from his own company. Like I think he plays the market. Like, does he care about bringing back Donny T and free speech, or does he want to control free speech?
I don't think that he's doing this. I don't think he's saying I don't think he's got this genius plan of saying I'm going to do a buyback and then doesn't actually end up doing it. I think that he said that he thinks that Tesla's overpriced. And
Yeah, that was a bit of a meme.
Then it crashed down 10%. It's like
I think he's doing that on purpose.
no, bro. He's just saying shit. I think he just literally doesn't give a fuck.
I don't know.
And he's worried that Twitter is gonna like ban him. Because think about this, bro. If he loses Twitter, he's gonna become irrelevant very shortly. Yeah, like if you don't have that vessel.
Yeah, he's gonna have to start doing the fucking WAP dance and stuff on TikTok in order to stay relevant.
Bro,
Here's the thing,
very
though.
quickly become irrelevant.
Here's the thing, though. And I know you and I have had disagreements in the past on these bats, but I'll just put out what happened and from an engineer's point of view, what shouldn't have happened in a certain event, and we'll let the fans just decide. But anyway. When he was talking about was it the Model X that was the truck? What was the semi-trailer
I think it was
thing?
just called the
Cybertruck.
The Cybertruck. When he put that out, he was showing out the strength of everything, right? And he got the sledgehammer, smashed it on the side, like no dents, anything. Smashed it on the front, no dents. Now, first of all, that's a red flag because the front is meant to crumple. Like if you have a really solid front, what will essentially happen is you have an inelastic crash and the person will go through such whiplash that they'll break all
I'm
their
going to
bones in their
stop
body.
you right there, bro. Teslas are some of the most safe cars. I think they are the safest cars.
Sure, but
Out of
they
all
would
cars.
all have crumple zones.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but
he's on safety. Teslas are the safest.
That's my
cars.
point. But that's my
They're
point.
fucked.
When he goes with a sledgehammer to the front, it not breaking is not withstanding the hit of a sledgehammer is not a good thing in terms of safety.
On glass?
No. This was on the bonnet of the car.
Oh, yeah.
Like it should dent because you need to have a crumple zone. Now Elon brung out the Roadster like 6 years ago or whatever and spoke about this going to come next year, and then it didn't. I think he's the king of bringing hype and
like
just
Avatar
staying
too.
relevant. But he's like an influencer who actually has cool shit behind him. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
he
for
does
sure.
shit to stay relevant, but he's also got cool stuff.
He's legit.
But the thing was, then he pulled out the ball bearing like shot put thing and said like, oh,
now throw it against the glass. The glass doesn't break, and then it crumples immediately and starts
breaks.
shattering.
Yeah.
And then he says, oh, maybe try it on this one. That shouldn't have happened, and throws it. And shit goes viral like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Elon Musk fucked up all this
Yeah, I
stuff.
disagree
Now,
with
as an
you on this one.
engineer's standpoint, first of all, there's something called factor of safety, which essentially you find out what it takes to withstand. So when you see an elevator and it says can hold 11 people, it can never hold 11 people and 12 people go in there and it snaps because it's not safe, because humans are not relied upon to follow the rules. So you always have factors of safety that are way higher, like 3-4 times higher.
Yep.
So maybe if you had 33 people, it would start to fucking break.
Yep.
And even then, it wouldn't just snap, it would start to fail. Elon's not a retard. Elon's a smart bloke. He has very smart people working for him at Tesla. It's not a fucking easy to get in job. There is no way they put in the wrong glass that can't withstand a certain thing. My contention, and we'll leave it up to the audience to decide, there's no point having a debate here because we'll go too long.
Yeah.
My contention is he knew that this was going to happen because it was going to draw attention. I think Elon does this all the time with the Tesla's overpriced. We're going to do a buyback. He likes fucking around. You saw him with with crypto. He was a crazy motherfucker
that
because
was
there's no
so funny.
regulation. He
That
can't
was
get in trouble.
insane, bro. Insane. I mean, his defense was that they hadn't tested how a sledgehammer, then the ball, then that like one after another, what the impact would be.
Again,
he's like he knew all of them would work by themselves, but not one after another.
Again, the factor of safety is that's the difference. Like it
should
shouldn't.
be way bigger. You mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like if you're getting bulletproof glass, you're not saying it can go off to bulletproof glass when you hit when you just shoot a bullet. But if you hit a sledgehammer, then shoot a bullet, then it's fine. It's like no, it's built to withstand 40 caliber.
Yeah.
Like-
Either way, bro, I would love to have a Tesla. Those cars are
Same.
beautiful, and they're so expensive in Sydney. Like the cheapest possible one with the 200K on the fucking odometer is like 65 grand, 65,
What?
70K.
Like secondhand.
Bro, they're so expensive.
Because but cars are fucked in here, because we don't manufacture anything anymore.
Yeah.
So everything's got to be an import.
Like in America, you can buy a 30 grand Tesla.
This is why you get an electric
30
scooter.
grand. Oh, yeah, one of those push bikes that have like that little battery in it.
The cool thing about Elon is he does have some level of ethics. Maybe not in terms of financial crimes like stock manipulation, but they asked him, would you ever do an electric motorbike? And the thing you got to realize is the reason why electric cars are so fast off the jump, they're not necessarily higher speed, but when you have an electric motor, when you go through the whole process of combustion, you got to have the piston go down, let the fuel in, go up, build up the pressure, then ignite it, and it goes through a process. So it takes a while to build up speed.
Yeah.
Electric motors literally use permanent magnets and I forget what the term is, but it's essentially another type of magnet that you can essentially turn on and off.
Okay.
And what it does is it
Electromagnet?
turns, if you had 4 magnets going around a circle, it would turn the right ones on to make the wheel or the motor move to that one. And once it reaches there, it turns those ones off and the next one's on, so it then keeps rotating. And essentially, you can do this almost instantaneously. So it's very quick, and that's why the acceleration on the Teslas are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right? Your
See.
head gets snapped back.
1.9 seconds, bro.
On the roadster, yeah. Now, imagine a motorbike, which already have super fast accelerations. It would be so dangerous. And he said, someone asked him, would you ever do electric motorbikes? And he's just like, I got in a motorbike crash when I was young, and it was really fucked. And I don't think I'd ever do it because I think it's unethical to bring that out into the market.
What a king.
I know, he literally is the daddy.
That's a
King energy,
legend.
bro. That's king energy.
I love that fucking guy.
Fire out. Anyway,
Well-
boys.
One question.
Oh, yeah?
Question. When is it too old to be breastfeeding? Like, if you got a wife, because some women. I mean, talking about the fucking the virtuous.
How did this come up?
I was walking down the street with my dad the other day in Surrey Hills, and we saw this woman breastfeeding a kid, and we are like, "It's just a woman breastfeeding
Like
a
a
kid."
kid, not a toddler.
No, yeah, but like it could have been a tall toddler. Who do you know? Who knows? He lifts his head up, and it's a fucking 4-year-old or something,
Fuck off.
and she's holding him and shit.
I think 4-year-old is fine.
No, it's
No.
not.
I think when they start school, it's a bit too much.
Dude, when you
What?
come
High
into
school- high school.
when you come into high school at like recess and lunch, and you're like, "Come on, honey." I'm not
would
gonna
love
lie.
to suck some titties.
Here's the thing, though. When do you, as the dad, demand your real estate back? 'Cause this little fucker's clinging onto this shit. Fuck that, bro.
No, but you can have it as well.
No, I don't want to be sucking milk, bro.
Would you guys not be sucking milk?
Nah, I don't need nutrition that
No,
bad.
thank you.
No, how are you gonna have your cereal?
That would be so funny if you said, "Honey, come here," and you squeeze it into your milk.
Does it have lactose in it?
It actually doesn't.
I wonder.
No.
They
It's
doesn't.
not cow's milk.
It's lactose free.
It's not cow's milk.
Is it like
but,
oat
I mean,
milk?
what's the difference?
What is that? Apparently, it's warm, which is kind of gross.
Yeah, I mean, all milk is warm.
Yeah, but you
first
don't
comes
suck
out.
it out of the tit of the cow. You know what I mean?
Would
in
you?
a bottle.
I probably would for the
Oh,
moment.
did I show you that video? Oh, I think I showed you that video of like these I think there were like Arabic guys that made like some Nesquik. They poured it into the cup, and poured it straight up the udder inside the cup, and mixed it up.
We
and
know
gave
if they
it.
like their milk, their Milo warm or cold. The thing
That's
is,
so
I
fucked.
feel like that's grounds for divorce if your wife still wants to breastfeed the kid after a year old.
After a year,
Yeah.
is that it?
Nah, fuck that, bro. Like even 6, I'm pretty sure for the first 6 months, the reason why you're meant to breastfeed is because the kid, the wife has all the fucking immune system or some shit like that passes it on. Apparently it's thick milk at the start.
Oh,
Because it has all the
your
fucking
kids are
vitamins.
gonna be fucking BBs,
What?
brittle boned.
No, I'm going to give them fucking chicken breast. They're going to be fucking
At 1 year old.
BBs, big boys.
Bro,
chicken
they're
breast
gonna
and
be-
broccoli.
they're
They're
gonna
gonna be
stack,
fucking
bro.
cut for carnival.
Yo, they're going to be fucking
They're gonna be some
shredded for carnival.
There gonna be some osteoporosis ass fucking nibbers.
Nah, B, I'll give them fucking formula. I'll support A2. Maybe your stock will finally go
Hell
up,
yeah,
bro.
please do, bro. Never mind. Get a formula, bro.
Anyway, boys, that's episode 57 of the Milk Bucket Podcast. Make sure to check out our Instagram, our TikTok. Fucking boost those numbers, lads. Like we said earlier, hit up the Discord. The link will be down below, and tell us video ideas. It can be as crazy as you want. We might just do them.
Hell
If
yeah,
you
boys.
say fuck each other in the ass, we'll think about it.
We've already done
Maybe the views. Yeah.
We don't want to reuse content.
Exactly. You know what I mean? You don't reuse a condom. You don't reuse content. You know, what I mean?
Exactly.
It's the double rule.
Exactly. Except I do reuse condoms.
Look, if you're really in a bind
If I'm out. Do you guys ever reuse tissues?
No.
for wanking,
Yeah.
what, like the other side?
No, like, if you blew your nose in it, and like you may as well.
No.
No.
No?
I don't sneeze enough to be fucking beating it and sneeze and then say, there you go.
Whoa, no, as in like you reuse the tissue, like you sneeze it again.
Oh, sneezing it.
Yeah.
Wait, are we talking sneeze out our dick or a nose? What are we talking about? No, the answer is no. Anyway, end this bitch. See you later, boys.